Okay, so I'm trying out Kevin Murphy's color line today, specifically wanting to try their glosses. We had a rep in on Friday, and one of the things that kind of caught my attention is the mixing ratio. You can either mix it 1:2 or 1:1. So I grabbed a couple of my favorites in the colors that I know I'm going to be using on my clients this week. I also am going to be trying out their Ultimate Lightener, so 9+ levels of lift. I already have an extra blonding lightener, but I want to try this out. I heard some really great reviews about it. Let's check and see if it's gonna keep the integrity of the hair as well as give us a really nice, quick, clean lift. Okay, so I'm just wrapping up my day and I wanted to get a little review of my first initial thoughts with the Kevin Murphy gloss and lightener. I would say with the lightener, it says mix 1:2, and I actually like a little bit more of a 1 to 1.5. It's very creamy, but wet. And so that's why I wanted to mix it more of a 1 to 1.5 ratio. So I feel like it can stick, especially for baby lights. I needed a little bit more tack to it. My first client, she's naturally like a level 7. So that had really great lift. I could actually see the shine left on the hair after lightening it. So I really like that. And then I had another client who she's literally like a level 1 to 3. It's just that dark, and we lift her to a level 9, 10. So I used that on her today. I did have to use a little bit of heat, but I always have to use a little bit of heat just to kick it up at the end. And then the feedback for the gloss, I liked it initially. I use Oligo currently. I've also used Original Minerals. I've played around with different tonalities within Original Minerals. The one thing I haven't quite mastered with them is the oxidation. Seems similar to shades where it starts to oxidize and you're ready to pull it. I felt like with this line, I didn't see that oxidation right away and felt the need to pull it. I felt like once I started to see the oxidation, it meant for me that it was pretty much ready to go. Like I said earlier in my previous story, you can mix 1:1 for a more potent deposit and 1:2 for, I guess, a little bit more of a translucent, but you can also use clear. So I played around with a little bit of that, some 1:1, some 1:2. I'm excited to play a little bit more with that, but I will say I love the smell. Workability is really great too. It's very similar to Oligo's gel-like consistency, so it can spread really well. If you're a Kevin Murphy user, I would love to hear some of your favorite formulas for root shades and blondes, since that's kind of like my #1 clientele, so I can play around with some fun formulas. And then any other little tips and tricks. If you like mixing 1:1, 1:2, the rhyme and the reason. I got this cool little cheat sheet from our rep that came in and did our education, like quick little education on it. So I do have some, which are kind of cool, but I always love to hear more too. So feel free to drop your favorite formulas here and I'll check it out. do you think?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that so pretty?
It is.
And it's just like
it's so
delicate.
much lightness at the top,
Yes.
which is where I